Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for my dearest Leos out there. Leos, this is going to be your Sagittarius New Moon total solar eclipse reading, and this is taking place on the 14th or 15th of December. This is a potent new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius. It's unlocking a new portal of energy that will help us expand our horizons. A new moon solar eclipse happens when both the sun and the moon align at the same zodiac sign and degree. And the moon, which represents our emotions and makes us feel safe, and the sun representing the ego and where we find our power and our strength. This solar eclipse lands at a close degree to the karmic south node in Sagittarius, and we may notice that our frequency is lifted and our consciousness is ascending. We may experience ascension symptoms. This can come in the form of headaches, aches and pains, feeling tired, ringing in the ears, dizziness. But it also, we may also find ourselves accessing the wisdom of our intuition, our spirit guides, angels, and higher self. All of this with a lot more ease. The Sabian symbol for this solar eclipse is a bluebird standing at the entrance to a house. It's a really sweet image. This is a happy image that's showing us that special gifts or loving signs are coming from the universe. It offers new beginnings, signs and gifts from the universe. But the question is, will you be able to see the bluebird sitting at your door? Will we be open to receiving these gifts? All right, Leo, before I get started, I'm just going to ask that you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Check out the description box for links to the decks that I'm using or how to get a private reading. So let's go ahead and invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters. Wow, Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Let's invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear. All right, Knight of Wands in reverse. All right, Leo, something that's sort of coming in and out of your life. Could be a relationship, it could be a passion for a particular project. Let's go ahead and see though. Five of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, High Priestess. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of secrecy involved here, but it may be you sort of accessing divine cosmic intelligence, things that weren't available to you before. But your overall energy here is the Nine of Wands. This is the card of the Wounded Warrior. This is fire energy. But this is also about taking a break. This is about really celebrating your small successes, building in rest periods for yourself, Leo, okay? Because if you don't, and we follow this sort of linear timeline of success, then we run the risk of exhaustion. Okay, so the Nine of Wands is gathering his or her strength before that final push, before the closure of whether it's 2021 or a difficult cycle for you. The Hermit energy, somebody feeling a little bit alone, but you're on this ascension journey. So really going within for answers, asking your angels and your ancestors, your spirit guides to help you to find guidance. Some of you may be going through a separation, okay? Or you might be contemplating leaving a job or moving or something along those lines. Or, you know, shifting into a much more sort of spiritual way of life. And many of you guys have been going through a dark night of the soul, my dearest Leos, okay? But I do see that coming to an end, and I see you walking away. And look at that, we have 3 8s right in a row, okay? So again, this might go back to that Lionsgate energy back in August, which I feel like came out in one of your other readings as well. Like that's your energy. So you may be experiencing some of the blessings and abundance when you set those intentions back on August 8th. So Leos, but what I'm seeing here is you're feeling quite alone, okay? And what Spirit wants you to know here is you are perfectly fine on your own. You're amazing, in fact. But I do pick up on some sadness, some sorrow. You might be feeling rejection. You might be feeling loneliness. It could be because of a breakup. It could be a financial loss. It could be a separation. All right, but we'll get into that more later. What's blocking you? The Seven of Swords. There's a need for you to see things from a higher perspective, to see things for what they truly are. There's something that was kind of like a long time coming. Nine of Wands sometimes for me represents like a soulmate relationship or a past life relationship. Although it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be just something that you've gathered, all the wisdom, the knowledge that you've gathered in all of the lifetimes before this one. But there's something here that's coming to light. This full moon is shedding light on something that was taking from you. Something that was stealing time, energy, love, money, and resources. And it's time for you. You may have found that out, but I do feel like there's like a little bit of denial here, okay? The intentions that you need to set is balance, regaining your balance. For many of you, Leos, you need to know, Spirit wants you to know that what you are looking for is looking for you. And you deserve the world. You absolutely do, okay? Now, the Nine of Pentacles is telling me that you're successful, that you're going through a glow up, but it's going to come after this period of sadness, a realization that something isn't working, or someone or something needs to go, or something wasn't telling you the truth, was keeping the truth from you. But the High Priestess tells me that there are many secrets and there are many mysteries, but you're tapping into that wisdom and you're aligning with source energy. You're very intuitive. All right. Now, let's go ahead and see what comes through. Or sorry, additional messages. Tell me why this Five of Pentacles is here for my Leos. Why is the Five of Pentacles here for Leos? The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. So this could have to do with career. It could have to do with finances. It's something that you put a lot of time and energy and work into. And it looks like you're not getting the results that you want. It could be spending a long time with a partner and finding out that they were actually keeping something from you, or, or stealing from you something, time, energy, love, money. Okay, some sort of betrayal. And that's why it hurts so bad. Seven of Swords, clarified by the Nine of Cups. Yeah. Spirit's saying that there's a need to see things very clearly about this person or about this situation. It could be a cycle in your life, your own behavior pattern, okay, that like where you were channeling energy into something that was just not, that was basically like throwing energy away, like whether that's worry or whether that's into a person that wasn't reciprocating, okay, or a job that wasn't paying you what you were worth, that it's been extremely emotionally draining here. And it's time to walk away from this. It's time to do that full-on assessment of what isn't working. The Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So again, this is like part of your journey is to recognize the patterns, the karmic loop that you might be stuck on within a relationship or in your life in general, okay? And to recognize that you deserve reciprocity. You deserve to get what you put out. You deserve to get what you give, okay? And that although it feels like things haven't been working in your favor, that is all soon to change. And that may be due to getting some sort of help or resources. It could be advice, okay? The Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Sun in reverse. So this is interesting because this is your energy. But the Nine of Pentacles is Venus in Virgo. Some of you might be like Leo, Virgo, cusp people is what I'm getting. But the Nine of Pentacles is about this total glow up, and it's about being alone but not lonely. And I feel like this is laced with a little bit of disappointment because I think you would prefer to be in union here. And it's like you're not. And I'm not laughing, but it's like, I know what this feels like. It's like, man, all right, I'm not getting what I want. I'm finding out something that I really wish wasn't true, but it is. And facing that reality, looking and feeling and being awesome, but going through the motions because, truthfully, there is sadness here. Okay, there is sadness, and maybe you've sort of lost a little bit of the optimism that you once had. The High Priestess, wow, is clarified by the High Priestess. So what was once hidden is now coming to light. And that's double confirmation there because we have the Seven of Swords. You are going to get clarity. And it's coming with this new moon cycle. Overall energy is the Hermit. Yeah, you've done so much soul searching. You've done so much soul searching. Wow. Yep. Yep. For some of you guys, this does have to do with, it does have to do with a relationship or a certain partnership. Because we do see the Two of Cups here. And we see some sort of resistance moving on, getting clarity about something, taking the blindfold off, seeing things for what they truly are. Okay, maybe there was a third party situation. Maybe there was just some sort of, but it doesn't necessarily have to be another person. It could be like family or friends that were influencing this. All right, and somebody here wasn't emotionally available. And I think you're recognizing that. You're seeing things for what they are. The Ace of Rods is like, yes, this was a soulmate. Yes, this was a powerful connection. Yes, this was part of your destiny, but it wasn't quite right. The timing was off. And so, Leo, I've seen you go within, all right, with this Hermit card, and you're coming back out with clarity and with answers and more trust than ever in your intuition and in your power and in your connection to the divine. Wow. Okay. So let's go ahead here. I'm seeing for those of you in separation, like nobody's happy to be in separation usually. Okay. But I do feel like a little bit of longing there with the Sun card. Even though I see you guys going through a major glow up. But you have experienced some heartache and some loss here. Okay. So we get the Moon card coming out. All right, so the Moon card is, again, trusting your intuition. Things coming to light for you. Okay. The High Priestess, for me, this can be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Again, you might be Cancer, Leo cusp. And the Moon can also be Cancer or Pisces energy. So again, you might be connected to those energies. But this is really also about illuminating the shadow and integrating the shadow. And understanding that we're not all just, we're not all shadow, we're not all light, we're a combination of both. Fertility, Empress energy. I see that. I mean, I actually see that. I feel like this Nine of Pentacles, this can be pre-Empress energy and you're not really happy about it. But I feel like once the momentum builds, you're going to be like, you're going to understand why things happened the way they did. And for some of you, you're going to recognize that there was divine intervention. And this divine intervention, although it may not have felt right at the time or it didn't feel good, it was in alignment with your intuition and your higher self and your soul's calling to move you away from whatever this situation was. All right, we get patience and planning, the Seven of Pentacles. So there was a decision here that was made. There's a need for you to be patient. Everything is happening exactly the way it's supposed to. And I knew this card was going to come out, but you did experience heartache and loss. We have double threes coming out. This is the master number. The 33 is the master teacher number, and I really always equate it to the Hermit energy. So many of your tough life lessons, Leo, have come into, there's a reason for them so that you could help others move through difficult situations as well. The Wounded Warrior, some of you guys have experienced a considerable amount of depression or anxiety, but what you've lived through, Leo, is going to serve you. Okay, and we get all this third eye chakra, and we get the Star card underneath with hope and healing, and then we get your card as well. Okay, so we get, you standing in your power, really healing and following your guidance. The stars are aligning for you. You need to trust your intuition, moving through this heartache and loss, okay? And doing that in almost a very clinical Virgo way. Virgos will organize and plan. Okay, and if you're having a hard time finding structure because you found out something that has sort of turned your world upside down, Spirit's saying, make sure like you make a plan, whether it's exercise or meditation or seeing someone. Some of you may need to see a counselor or therapists. Okay, but ultimately this is for your highest good. Some of you guys are going to be starting spiritually based businesses, whether it's something like reading tarot cards, psychic, doing psychic readings, Reiki, angelic healing, acupuncture. But whatever it is, you're integrating your experiences, your difficult experiences, your heartache and your loss to become teachers and to help others. Mountains, stand your ground. Yes, beautiful. That's Leo energy for you. Just being able to move mountains is what I'm getting here. Standing up for yourself. The Nine of Wands, despite everything you've been through, you're still standing. And it's actually way better than that. And we get Stargazer, set your sights higher. So move forward. And it's about looking beyond whatever this situation was. And there we get the moon again. All right, so we get take note of intuitive messages. All right, beautiful energy. So trusting your intuition, Leo. Let's see what additional messages come through for my Leos. And the Stargazer is like the observer, okay? Like taking a look at everything that has brought you to where you are. Because I feel like you are just about to enter into this period of abundance and love. But it's taken some tough life lessons to get there. A distant kiss and a prayer flag. I wish of all the wishes that you were here. Through sunlight and rain, I need you near. Wow. Okay. Somebody really, really wishing or longing to be with you, Leo, or vice versa. And we get birth. Another gateway appears in view. New life is unfolding with blessings to you. Yes. All right, so there's a new beginning here for you, Leo, without a doubt. And you or someone may be missing, longing for you. Okay, so do what you will with that information. The Andean cross. This is so interesting because with a distant kiss and a prayer flag, I know right now the world is closed down for a lot of us, but I do get that some of you guys have been on a very intense spiritual journey, whether that's going to the Andes, doing ayahuasca, jahe, whether it's, spending time with monks, and shamans, but I do feel like it's in distant lands, and I do feel like it might be why somebody here is also really missing you, that you've been on this very sort of intense spiritual journey here. So the Andean cross, it could also be that you're doing just lots of spiritual journeying, shamanic journeying, and that sort of thing. The Andean cross represents the cosmology of the shaman. It depicts the 4 cardinal directions, the upper and lower worlds, and the steps to reach these realms. The hole in the center is a gateway to interdimensional travel, and proverbial eye of the needle we can all go through to experience higher states of awareness and wisdom and to break free of linear time. I told you that here with the 9 of Wands, breaking free of linear time. And then we get the High Priestess, double High Priestess energy. Some of my Leos, you guys are becoming, students are becoming the teacher. You guys are becoming like shamans in your own right. The Andean cross announces the start to a great journey. It's time to raise your gaze from the mundane day-to-day to that which, until now, has seemed beyond your grasp. Allow new wisdom to guide you and stop trying to make sense of it all before you respond with a resounding yes. All right, so beautiful. A brand new journey for my Leos. Very, very spiritual. Many of you guys are starting spiritually based businesses, becoming healers, shamans, mystics, and that's the journey that you've been on. Stand your ground, continue to do it. All right. Use your experiences, both the positive and the negative, to help you impart wisdom onto others. New life is unfolding with new blessings. And it's going to take trusting your intuition to move through this with ease and grace. All right, Leos, thank you for listening. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.